Thursday. It is December 10th, 2015, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
Oh, Kate, how you doing?
Oh, Wayne, I'm good.
Oh.
I am good.
Oh, boy, I'm so glad nobody's watching because I really feel silly.
I think Wayne Alley's email address is up there, so you can email him with complaints about the show, and if you have some suggestions, you can email me. How about that? How about that?
Oh, you think that'll
but
work?
But no, in all honesty, we would love to hear from you. We'd love if you've got some ideas for the show, or if you'd like to learn some more information or be a part of it, or give us some feedback, we'd love to hear it. Because we do want to make sure this is a good show that we can bring to everyone in the community to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Pickles.
Pickles.
And the pickle drop is coming up New Year's Eve. When we get through Christmas, then we prepare for the pickle drop at Mount Olive Pickle, at Mount Olive, North Carolina, at Mount Olive Pickle. The pickle drop itself will begin New Year's Eve at 6:55, and by 7 o'clock it'll all be over. So you'll need to get there about 6 o'clock because there's a ton of entertainment. There's a whole lot of food, including pickles, of course. This Mount Olive Pickle Drop has been going on for 17 years now, and they're doing it right. And I know Julie's heavily involved with this, Julie Beck, our friend. But this is a lot of fun. And as you mentioned and astutely brought to the surface a little while ago, or yesterday, this is a program and an event that is actually seen and recognized nationwide. It
is nationwide. You know, it's garnered a lot of attention in the state, but as mentioned earlier this week on one of the other shows, you know, it's been 2 years ago. I was getting ready one morning. Good Morning America was on in the background. Mm-hmm. I just told that I wasn't watching your show. I flip back and forth.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, okay. She's a flipper.
I'm a flipper. Yeah. But lo and behold, there is Mount Olive, North Carolina, and they're showing the pickle drop. You know, they were showing festivities around the country. Mm-hmm. Mount Olive, North Carolina. Oh, you know, and Mount Olive Pickle Company has been so good to this community over the years. And you know, when you grow up and you hear about Mount Olive Pickles, I think you might take it for granted to realize their reach. When I worked at Mount Olive College at the time, now the university, mm-hmm. And I worked in admissions and for recruiting students, and was talking with a student from New York mm-hmm. who was down in Mount Olive, and as part of their tour, they got some Mount Olive pickles to take home. And he goes, "These are my favorite pickles." I'm like, "You've had these?" They're all over the United States.
They're in all 50 states.
They're in all 50 states.
All 50 states.
And you know, it started right here in Wayne County, and they are such good stewards in our community as well. And this is just another gem for this community.
1926.
That is
1926, Mount Olive Pickle went into business, and they have grown, as you mentioned, to cover the entire nation.
Yeah.
Mount Olive Pickles available in every state in the union.
And it started with a couple of stakeholders from right here.
Really?
Yes, it did. And it is wild. So Lynn Williams does a wonderful job with marketing, many events. So if you're able to go, because then you've got the rest of your night to do whatever kind of festivities you want.
Exactly right. And the reason it's at 7 p.m. when it drops instead of midnight, it's 7 o'clock in England along the Greenwich line. So Greenwich Mean Time at midnight is 7 o'clock this time, and that's why the pickle drops at that time. So that makes it official, if you will. So that gives you, as you mentioned, you have time to go shopping or enjoy a night out at a fine restaurant.
Dinner, yeah.
Dinner and dancing.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's on the 31st, New Year's Eve. So what is this thing here?
So this thing right here, there's a very, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is a neat poster. Downtown Goldsboro once again is doing the Santa Stumble. It's going to be this Saturday, December 11th. Friday? When's December 11th?
December 11th is Friday.
Friday, thank you. Friday. It begins at 8 o'clock. simply contact the DGDC for more information. You can sign up through Facebook. They have safe rides provided by Carpool Express, and they're going to go to some different restaurants and establishments in downtown Goldsboro. And the deal is you have to dress in Santa gear, of course. So to learn more, you can go online and you can visit DGDC, or you can contact the chamber, and we'll be sure to provide that information for you. But another fun event brought to you by Downtown Goldsboro.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
All right, it's time for us to go to our next segment, and we'll be back. Today we're visiting the office of Fred Fontana of GWTA.
That's right.
GWTA. What is GWTA?
Goldsboro-Wayne Transportation Authority, formerly known as Gateway.
Gateway.
But we're going with GWTA for short.
Okay, GWTA, Goldsboro-Wayne Transportation Authority. It's our bus system here, right?
That's right. We have 5 fixed route buses throughout Goldsboro, but don't forget the 23 vans that we have running throughout Wayne County.
Okay, now, all right, let's start with what I understand would be the 5 routes. You have 5 routes, and instead of saying this is the Berkeley Boulevard route or this is the Highway 70 West route, you have them designated by color, which it seems to be really easy to understand. How did that come about?
Well, you know, when we moved to the new building here that we love, I believe you were out here back in September for the ribbon cutting. We've been here a few months, but we had to change the way the routes are operating, so we decided that it's so much easier for people to remember the colors. So now we do have blue, green, purple, yellow, and red, and it seems to have gone over well. So I think that was a very good change that we made.
And those routes are designated when people come to the transfer center here. On the signs out front, if you want to catch the blue line, you go to the sign that says blue.
That's right.
And yellow, and then green, and then red.
That's right. We have signs on both sides of the building. The blue bus will always come to the same place each time, so it makes it easier for the passengers that they know to stand on one side or the other depending on which route that they want.
What time of the day do the buses get started, Fred?
Buses start as early as 5:30 in the morning, and they run till 6:30 in the evening.
Okay, well, that's pretty much all day.
Pretty much all day. The vans, we actually have the vans leaving a little bit earlier. We have passengers that we pick up that go to dialysis centers early in the morning, so the vans, the earliest vans leave out of here at 4 o'clock.
Really? Now these are not buses. These are small vans, smaller vans.
That's right.
And they pick up people, out in the county? Or?
Yeah, these are vans that hold anywhere from 14 to 21 passengers. And we take folks to doctor's appointments, to work, to school, to a lot of people go out to the community college, to dialysis centers. And it's throughout Wayne County. We also have 2 days a week that will go to the Raleigh-Durham, Chapel Hill medical centers, and another 2 days a week that will go towards Greenville, to the hospital out there.
And here's the best part. What does it cost to ride?
If you're anywhere within Wayne County, it only costs you $5, which is a deal. The cost.
You're talking about the van?
The van. That's right.
Ride the van.
The van is $5. It had been $8, but our board of directors lowered the price as of this past July 1 to $5 each way. If you're a disabled individual and you live in Goldsboro, the cost to ride the van is only $2 each way, but you need to be certified, and we have a very simple process that just call us and we can walk you through that. That's very simple. The buses, they're $1. Unless you're elderly like I am, or disabled like some folks say I am, it's only 50 cents.
So it's $1. Regular price is only $1 to ride the bus.
That's exactly right.
Anywhere
in Goldsboro.
Anywhere in Goldsboro, and there are bus stops all over the place.
We have new bus stops all over the place. If you want to go from one route to another route, it's a free transfer, so you don't even have to. You only pay one time.
and there are specific signs, new signs, designating where these bus stops are.
That's exactly right. You'll see the little rainbow. We have new signs up and down all over town. I think we've replaced all of them. There may be one or two stragglers still out there, but I think we've gotten them all replaced.
All right, now let's get back to the vans here. Now, if somebody needed to go to, say, Wayne Community College or to a dialysis, and they're in the county,
right?
How do they obtain a ride on a van?
Well, there's a couple of ways. A lot of folks are actually senior citizens, and they'll call the senior center to arrange their ride, and they ride free. Or if you're a Medicaid recipient and you go through social services, contact your social worker and they'll schedule a trip for you, and they also ride for free. So
if they ride through the senior center, that's a free ride.
That's
for
correct.
The seniors.
That's correct, and they don't have to just be going to the senior center. A lot of the senior center arranges transportation to take a lot of the seniors to doctor's appointments. So that would be a free ride, but you would need to contact the senior center, and they could set you up on that.
And they have to set it up.
That's right.
All right. Now, if these vans also are equipped with wheelchair.
Absolutely,
lifts.
Absolutely. And let me finish up on the other thing, though.
If you're
not associated,
I'm all excited here, Fred. Keep me calm here.
But it's a little confusing because there's a lot of different ways you could schedule your trip.
Oh. Okay.
If you're not with the senior center or with social services, you just call us 2 days ahead of time and talk to our scheduler or the call taker, and she will set you up. And like I say, it's only $5 anywhere in Wayne County, whether you're disabled, elderly, whatever. If you want to go from Mount Olive to Fremont, it's $5.
Wow.
So that's a deal.
That is a deal. You're driving your car, it costs you more than that just to drive the car.
That's exactly right. And that's one, this past year we've had the transfer center opening, and we had a lot of attention on the bus service. Going forward next year, we really want to get the word out about the van service.
Yeah.
The van service is probably one of the best deals going in Wayne County. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how many folks really know about it, but there's a lot of people out there that just can't get to where they need to go because they don't have a car, they're no longer driving. They have a family member that's trying to take care of an elderly, another family member. So this service really, really helps people out there. We just need to do a better job, quite frankly, getting the word out to the public.
I just thought of something here, and you may not like me very much after this, but I wanted to ask you, when it comes time to vote next November 2016, could the vans be used to transport people to and from the polls?
Absolutely. There's no restriction on that. Matter of fact, the state DOT is also working with the Board of Elections for folks that need to go to get registered. And so definitely, if you need to go out and vote, as we say, I'm from New Jersey, we like to vote early and often is our philosophy.
That's right. Early and often.
That's right.
Right. Okay. Now, let's talk about the transfer center here. This brand new building here, just a few months in occupancy, having the ribbon cutting a few months back.
That's right.
It was a grand event. It was a fantastic event. Now, what's been going on here? People are coming and going all day, I take it.
That's exactly right. People come in, go. They have a nice, comfortable place to sit. We have free Wi-Fi for them if you want to sit and get online while you're waiting for the next bus. We have a Pepsi machine. We have clean restrooms. You don't have to sit or stand out in the rain waiting for the bus. So it's really very nice facility.
All right. I also see that, of course, the decor is very nice as well, and the beautiful hangings, the art hangings are gorgeous. And they were done by a local fellow.
They were done by a local fella, and the Arts Council scheduled that with the Downtown Goldsboro Association, and they lined that up, and it really makes the place look special.
All right. Now, while we're talking and while I'm thinking about it, let's put the phone number up there. What is that phone number?
Phone number is 919-736-1374. 736-1374. That's right. And you could also get all the information from our website, which is ridegwta.com.
Ride, Gwta, that's RIDEGWTA.com.
That's correct.
.com.
Remember the .com.
.com, okay.
Right.
RideGWTA.com. All right, now where are we? Where are we located here? Tell me about it.
We're at 103 North Carolina Street. We're right next to the old Union train station, which sometime, hopefully, that'll get renovated and we can get some train service to Goldsboro. A couple of things that we're trying to get in here. We are talking with the Amtrak connector people to get that bus to help connect to Amtrak in Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
We're also trying to see if we can get Greyhound to come on in here, because the new transfer center was designed, has 2 separate bays designed for the larger buses as well. So we're trying to make it more multimodal and a real place where people want to go, not just to switch buses, but sort of a stimulus for the whole downtown area.
Yeah. This is really nice, really nice, and I hope you'll let us know if and when the Wilson connection comes through, and if the Greyhound connection comes through.
Then we're working on it.
Right.
Definitely will you'll be the first to know, Wayne.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm excited about that. Fred, thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you, sir.
And I wanted to ask you a couple of more things about the routes. Now, will the routes be running as they're running right now for the Christmas holidays?
Pretty much the only day that we will not operate is Christmas Day.
Okay.
But Christmas Eve, we'll be running our Saturday schedule, which starts at 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And we may shut down a little bit earlier in the afternoon. Right now, we're looking at probably shutting down at 3:30, so our drivers and folks in the office can enjoy the Christmas Eve with their family. And then New Year's Day, we'll be running also a Saturday schedule, but we will be running starting at 9:30 in the morning. So if you need to go shopping, some last-minute shopping on December 24th, which I think a lot of folks like myself put it off to the last day.
Well,
you could still run out here and take the bus and get all your shopping done.
All right, that is great. Fred Fontana, the director of RIDE, GWTA Gateway, it used to be, the Goldsboro-Wayne Transportation Authority. You got 100 names, right?
That's exactly right. I don't care what you call me, just call me.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Fred.
All right. Thank you,
All right,
Wayne.
buddy. Our guest today is Sergeant Paige Learnard of Crime Stoppers. Always great to have you with us. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Out there catching bad guys, helping with the crime rate, keeping it down, keeping it low here in Wayne County, North Carolina. We appreciate everything you do.
Thank you.
Crime Stoppers is a wonderful organization, and I do hope you support Crime Stoppers. They do a wonderful job here.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, we have a robbery, is it?
We do.
Okay, what is it?
We have a robbery December 4th, about 2 o'clock in the morning, at 515 East New Hope Road, which is the BP gas station. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. We had a white male, approximately 6'2", wearing a mask, a gray hoodie, and blue jeans, who attempted to rob the store. Went into the store carrying what appeared to be a gun, and attempted to rob the store, and ended up fleeing the store. And we got several surveillance photos, which I brought.
Those now, right?
Right. We're hoping in that area, obviously it was 2 o'clock in the morning. That may not be the busiest time for people to be around, but we are talking about a white male. We are talking him, 6'2", and obviously people are always familiar with people's stature and, in the general area they hang out, but we're hoping that somebody's going to take a look at all these pictures and give us some idea of who they think it might be.
You mentioned to me that the guy stood around outside the store for a while.
Yeah, he was actually on the outside of the store for a few minutes before he went in, and we're hoping that maybe somebody in the area was either parked in a parking lot, because that's a busy area even at 2 o'clock in the morning, and or they drove by and maybe saw this gentleman hanging out there, or maybe they drove by when he was fleeing the store. So. Okay. We'll take any information that anybody may have.
All right, again, what part of New Hope Road is this?
This is in the 500 block of East New Hope Road, so it's right there at the BP gas station.
Which is, how far off Berkeley is that? Do you know?
Yeah, not far at all. I
Not
mean, it's,
far
yeah,
off,
fairly
okay.
close, and it's a
Fairly
very
close.
busy store. A lot of people use this store, so
Busy intersection.
very
and
busy area.
store. Okay. Okay, so if someone recognizes this man or
Right.
think they may recognize this person, what do they do?
Right. Well, you know, if they want to, they can obviously always call the investigator direct, which is Investigator Anderson at 580-4214. If they want to remain anonymous and go the Crime Stoppers route and be eligible for cash reward, they can give me a call, and that's on the 735-225 number, or they can text me at the 222-4230 number.
So if they provide information that leads to an arrest, that means that they may be eligible to receive an award.
That's
for
correct.
this. Okay, which is, of course, in cash.
Right. You know, a lot of times we need help identifying, you know, the subject in this picture. And that's what happens a lot of times when the public realizes that we're throwing a picture up. And obviously this is a felony crime. So if they are the individual that gets us to the identity of this suspect, that does help get them a cash reward. And so a lot of times people will make several phone calls trying to be that first caller that actually gives us the correct person's name. The only thing is, once we get a name, we actually have to do a little more police work behind that. We can't just take this name and go arrest somebody.
Yeah.
You know, we've got to follow up. We've got to make sure that name is actually the suspect, and then we've got to, you know, go through the proper channels of properly identifying them as being the actual person. So we have to do a little more work once we get the name.
There's a lot of police work involved with this.
Right.
And I think most people are aware of that.
Right.
You can't just take somebody's word for something.
Yeah, it's not that easy.
It could be a disgruntled spouse saying,
That's
"Yeah, my husband was over there. That's
Yeah.
him."
And I do get those callers.
Do you really?
Right. We get a lot of disgruntled other halves, but those are great callers because sometimes they're the best ones that give the quickest and the most detailed information. So I'm not, you know, I don't want to scare those callers off by any means. Sometimes they are the best callers.
And again, the caller does not give his name
That's
or
right.
her name, does not give a name, and does not identify themselves in any way.
We're never going to ask for them to identify themselves. We're never going to ask for them to sign their name on a piece of paper. Once they make it to the point that they receive a cash reward, I just hand them the cash reward. They're not asked to sign for a cash reward. So it's a very simple process.
So if I called up and I said, you know, I've got a tip, I think I know who that is,
Right.
and here's the name and blah blah this, and my code name is Firecracker.
Right.
So, do you ever have more than one code name? I mean, more than one person with the same code name?
Yeah, you know, it has happened, but a lot of times, being that I'm the only one that receives the calls for the most part, I'm familiar with who I'm talking to as far as, obviously I don't know who the caller is,
Right.
but, you know, they have provided enough details. I document those details on a tip sheet. I don't document the caller's name. I don't document he or she, but I document their details that they give me so that when they call me back, I can refer to the details that they called in. And so because I'm the sole call taker for the most part, I'm pretty familiar with, you know, what code names they set up. So I can tell them a lot of times, okay, I've got one of those, so let's just make up another name.
Do you have anyone making a living at this?
I don't know if they make a living, but I will say I do have some regular callers.
Do you?
That, you know, it just is what it is. You know, a lot of times we do have a lot of regular callers that that know that these people on the streets have warrants on them all the time. They'll call me on a regular basis and say, hey, Paige, who are you guys looking for? Who's the county looking for? Who's the police department looking for? Who's got some felony warrants on them and I can go look for? They know if they've got felony warrants on them and they easily tell us how to find them. That's just easy cash.
Yeah.
And we need those people because we don't always know where everybody's at.
So we, at the same time, do not encourage you to go milling among the disreputable crowd.
That's correct.
Or the incorrigible crowd either. Either one of those long words, peoples. All right.
But you know, those are the people that help Crime Stoppers. You know, obviously
right.
they're in the mix. They're out there on the streets. They're the ones that are able to tell us. They're the eyes and ears that we need.
That's right.
And we appreciate them calling.
Yeah. So if you have a clue as to who this may be, or if you have a clue about any crime in Wayne County, for that matter, the number to call again is 919-735-2255 or text 919-222-4230. Sergeant Paige Learnard is coordinator for Crime Stoppers. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. And again, I will remind you that our program airs every morning at 7 a.m., Monday through Friday, today being one of those days. It's Thursday. Thursday, okay. And then tomorrow is another day.
Friday.
So join us 7 a.m. or at noon when it repeats, or in 5:30 p.m. when it repeats then. This show will actually be seen also 4 times on the weekend, twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday. So if you want to see it again, you get an opportunity to do so. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we'll remind you also that here it is, the holiday season. A lot of people out enjoying the season, the lights, the cameras, the action. No, the lights and the trees and the decorations. Just having a good time. It's a fun time of year. So I certainly hope you're able to enjoy the fun time of year and be with family and friends. And just a quick reminder to be aware of people around you and what's going on around you. You don't want to have anything happen to you and I'm not trying to startle or scare anyone. Just be aware of your surroundings and who's around you.
That's right.
Protect yourself.
That's right. And as your mama said, trust your gut.
Mama said that.
Mama said that.
Mama said there'd be days like this.
Mama said there'd be days like this.
That's right. You ever heard that?
I have.
Have
There's
you?
a song.
Really?
Yeah, I'd sing it to you, but we might lose.
We don't want to lose any listeners,
Yeah,
viewers.
we might lose viewers.
We don't want to do that now. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Blood drives. Today is the 10th. There's a blood drive tomorrow at Wayne Memorial Hospital. In fact, there's 2 blood drives at the hospital tomorrow. One begins at 7:30 tomorrow morning, and it's over at noon. That's when another one kicks in at the hospital at noon, runs till 4:30. That's at the Wayne Memorial Hospital on Wayne Memorial Drive. And this is a great opportunity for you to give the gift of life here at the holiday season, during the holiday season, helping 3 people.
Do you know how much it costs?
To
you
give
know the
blood?
cost? Yeah.
What do they charge you for that?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
You can give it and they don't charge you anything?
You can give it, and it is the gift of life, and it costs absolutely nothing, but a little bit of your time.
How do they do that?
Isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
It is amazing.
Amazing. Today is the 10th. It is Human Rights Day. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Tomorrow's another day.
Tomorrow's another day. You're so dramatic.
I try. The 17th of December is when you should head over to the Literacy Connections on East Ash Street, because between 5:30 and 7 p.m. there will be an event.
Ooh.
Yeah. And you'll be able to enjoy the Literacy Connections Choir, 5:30 until 7 p.m. You'll also be able to stop by and meet your fellow members of the community, be able to stop by and practice conversational skills as well. The Literacy Connections is a very important part of our community, and I think if you stop by and ask about, well, what do you folks do here? They'll tell you, and you'll find out something that will really just amaze you to no end. And the people that take advantage of the Literacy Connection and actually are able to go in and take advantage of the math, learning reading, learning computers, it's amazing what they're able to do there. They're turning people's lives around. So do yourself a favor, go and have a good time, enjoy some snacks and light refreshments, and find out all about Literacy Connections. We need to get Pat Yates in here.
We do. She is a wealth of knowledge.
She is.
She is, and certainly has the heart for what she's doing.
Very passionate.
Yes, very, very, very passionate. So, with that, make sure if you are downtown patronizing businesses that you take advantage of taking a selfie with the Elfie.
Oh, yeah.
We discussed that earlier this week. Jolly McJingle is the shelf on the elf that you will see in downtown, and if you take a selfie, you can post it on social media.
Take an Elfie. Take a selfie.
Take a selfie.
Take a selfie. Go ahead.
Oh, is it my turn now?
It's your turn
You
now.
pay back.
She's going to show you how to do this.
Just take your cell phone and you do this awkward.
That is a little
So
awkward.
still,
isn't it?
it's very awkward.
Yeah.
Have you seen the selfie sticks?
Oh, yeah. I usually get hit with one.
Yeah,
every
yeah.
once in a while.
They have banned them from amusement parks.
Have they really?
Yeah, because people were getting hurt.
Really?
People are walking around like this and running into people. They've banned them. Like, they check you at the door to make sure you have no guns and knives and selfie sticks.
Wow. Aren't
with
people
that.
funny? People
are
are so
funny.
Anyway, well, we're going to be funny again tomorrow. How's that? Can we do that tomorrow? We'll try. We'll do our best. Not intentionally, of course. But we'll be back tomorrow. Anyway, I hope you're right there, because we'll be right here. Join us at 7 tomorrow, or noon tomorrow, or 5:30 p.m. Until then, I'm Wayne Alley,
And I'm Kate Daniels.
and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.